Those of you who still believe that so-called black people all over the earth all came from modern day Africa, you don't want to miss this video. I'm about to prove you all wrong. What you need to know first and foremost is that African American studies, the whole African American identity, and all of the other millions of identities that they've renamed and reclassified my people in America as, came from these people. What does it say? Pale skin supremacists. What? They came up with the indigenous history in America with academia institutions. They created it. So this whole out of Africa nonsense that all of you are spewing and spatting and are trying to defend, it came from pale skin supremacists. These are folks that don't like us. These are folks that have gone around the world, colonized us, cutting off our limbs, stealing our land from us, giving us a God that looks like them to worship and said it's going to save us. I can go on and on. Ask the people of Congo what they've done to them. Ask the people of South Africa what they've done to them. Ask the people of India, the people of Australia. And we tell you every day what they've done to us in America. And they gave us our history, the history that we know of today. And you people want to defend that nonsense by a bunch of pale skin, what? Supremacists? You're cuckoo. You're out of your mind. You're asleep. You're still caught up in the matrix. Many of you in modern day Africa are really from America, the old world, the ancient world, ancient Egypt, the land of Canaan, and all those biblical lands. So we are going to use DNA to figure out who is really African and who is not. See, there are different types of so-called black people on this earth, and we are not all Africans. That's the sad part that y'all seem to think. Those people who are really the Africans are where it's purple. These are the people that carry the E1B1B haplogroup. Okay, these are all the same people. These are the Africans. And the people below it, and this is actually a map of modern day Africa for those that don't know. And those in the brown, these are the people mostly with the E1B1A, which is the oldest DNA known to man. I blew it up so you can see it. So that map that we were looking at, the Horn of Africa, which was in purple, okay, here it is again. It's the E1B1B haplogroup, okay? And we know that those are so-called black people, but those are so-called black people that are mulattoes, right? And so they're lighter skinned people, or people of mixture, right? So these are some of the Bantu people in Africa today that have the E1B1A haplogroup, which is the exact same haplogroup of my people in America. E1B1A, okay? I'm just showing you, stay with me. I'm trying to show you who is who through our DNA. Now, this haplogroup also belongs to Pharaoh Ramses. That's the so-called African Americans' DNA, which also proves that ancient Egypt is in America, because those people in modern day Africa and Egypt, they do not have an ounce of Egyptian DNA, Kemetic DNA. They are not E1B1A at all. So back to some of the Bantus in Africa today, modern day Africa, who have the E1B1A haplogroup. The Bamileke, the Ewe, the Ga, the Yoruba, the Bantus of Gabon, the Bantus of Kenya, and the Bantus of Tanzania. That's just a couple of them, okay? Another Bantu people in modern day Africa are the Kikuyu people. They also have the E1B1A, just like those of us in America. We all have the same blood going through our veins. And if you read further down, you'll see West, Central, Southeast, and South Africa. These are all people with E1B1A haplogroup, just like us in America. At one time, those who were carrying our DNA markers, E1B1A, were said to be concentrated in West Africa. And since then, there has been a Bantu expansion in Africa. So people have gone further south, and they've also gone to the east. And so, as I showed you on that map in the brown, this is the expansion of the Bantus in Africa. Here the map is again, so you can take a look at it. The slave trade was told in reverse by those pale-skinned supremacists. They changed everything around, the dates, the times, the calendars, the maps, the everything, to fool you. They've also changed the identity of the Bantu people, of, you know, the ancient Egyptians, the Hebrew people in the Americas, to confuse everyone. And they pointed at modern day Africa, saying that it's the motherland, which it's not. I've shown this before, how Chicago, which is in the United States, it used to be called Cairo. And that used to be a part of Cairo, Egypt. And if you can look and see these people and how they're dressed, you see the camels and you see the turbans on their head. Again, the Garden of Eden is actually in Florida with the 4 rivers that's spoken of in Genesis chapter 2. And I see videos going around saying, oh, it's in Africa and here it is in Africa and everything. No, that's a lie. It's because the book also said that they wanted Noah to make the ark out of gopher wood. And the only place in the world where gopher wood is found is in America, Florida, around that same area. That's where Noah made the ark of gopher wood, in Florida, USA. That is where you can actually go and see the Garden of Eden, in Florida, USA, not modern day Africa. And not only that, the pyramids and mound structures in modern day Egypt, which is Giza, they were actually modeled after the pyramids in America. Our pyramids in America are far larger. Look at this. This is the one in Giza, and this is the Great Pyramid in Mexico, which even the ones in the United States are even larger than this one. They dwarf, all of our pyramids dwarf the Giza pyramid in size, in number, all throughout the Americas from top to bottom, you know, and then the age of our pyramids dwarf the ones in modern day Africa. Like, wake up, y'all, wake up.